All right, guys, it's time to start surveying some land, right? You know, everybody else is doing it. That's what all the cool kids are doing. So I think I want to do that too. We can close that off and we can go ahead and go back into the Splinterlands. Okay, so the story of my land claim is pretty fun, guys. And I'm live here on Splinterlands TV. They're going to be here with me while we try to do this. I got into a group with Sinister when he mentioned to me, hey, you got 2 tracts, I have a tract. I know a few other people with tracts. What if we all tried to combine our tracts and get a region? That way we would know that every keep owner in our region is going to be an active player. So we combined. It ended up being 7 of us. I have 2. Rarely here has 3, so that's 5 for him. And then if you come into our tract, our region 98, you can see the other owners. So over here we got this is the Queen. Over here we got Bulldog. So Bulldog's up north-ish of me. I think over here we got the rarely here. I think he's also somewhere over here. And then over in this area is Gene Pool. So we do have Gene Pool hanging out with us of quite fame and infamy. But, you know, he's done a lot for the game. He maybe did one thing and he did try to make up for it. So I'm trying not to judge too harshly anybody who, you know, takes advantage of a situation, because I don't know what I would have done in that situation. I ended up claiming my tracts. We said go. We were on 98-1. I claimed 1 at a time instead of 2 because I didn't want them to be right next to each other necessarily. Because when I looked at this land, there were like all deserts here, all forest here, all water in the middle. But I ended up getting 3 and 7, which I thought would be far apart, and then they ended up being right next to each other. So instead, I own pretty much this Central Valley, and I own a lot of water. You see, if I take this one away, you can see I own this like water and whatever this little hill is right here. I also own this kind of reddish desert with trees. I don't know if that's going to be a little different. I also own some like islands on the water of desert, so that's kind of interesting. As this one like kind of snakes up right through here. Actually, I only own a little bit of this reddish stuff. And then if I switch to the other one, so I own a lot of this water in here with maybe a little bit of these bushes over here. So I probably don't have very much forest. I probably have some water, some desert. This does come all the way up here to where I'll pull in some of this canyon maybe. And then, like I said, it does go down into here, where I'm gonna have some mountains. So this could be pretty interesting, right? So I need to go to here, right? And then, I need to hit 1 track at a time, and then, I don't think I can hit select all. Can I? Let's see. Where's the select all button? This is send, that's shop, this is the survey button. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't let me select all. So we're going to have to watch me click for just a moment. This is going to be pretty exciting because I definitely... Well, I have to pull the castle first, birds, bees, and trees, and then the castle party, I guess, would be right now. It'd be a very interesting thing if I do get the castle, but also if I don't, that means it's either Sinister or Plato, and so you'll have to see when they decide. I know Sinister said he is holding on to doing his big survey of his tract because he needs to get a little bit... He's trying to decide whether or not he wants to do the unstable totem. Everything says the unstable totem is kind of undervalued when you compared it. Let's see here. But the I don't know. So I'm not doing unstable totems, but I bought a lot of land, which got me a decent amount of totems. So I have 200 lands, and I have about, I think, 80 something totems. So since I have totems, I didn't feel like I needed to spend the money on totems, on the unstable totems, because that to me would just not put me, like the 1 month advantage didn't make sense to me. Oh, Rondon, they fixed shift click. You could have told me that before I got to the bottom. Oh, that's funny. Well, I have another 100 to do, so I'll be able to do that. I didn't know that they had fixed shift click. So we'll hit survey, plots to survey 100. We are doing building in a box on them all. We need to go to DECB, so that there goes 1 million DECB of my 3 million and change. And I am going to do time vaults on half of them. So we'll do add to all. So these ones will be my time vault and building on a box. And like I said, I'm not doing unstable totems. So we have everything ready to go, and let's do that first. Let's do that first claim. Woo! So the nice part is, with doing 100 at a time, I get my minimums. So there should be at least 12 magical. There should be at least 3. What do you call it? 3 occupied. There should be 20 rares, 4 epics, at least 1 legendary, and there is a keep or a castle in here. Now, I think to make this a little bit better for the viewing public, we're going to zoom in until there's only 2, and then we're going to start clicking through these. All right, let's see what we get first. We're going to start with a canyon. So we ended up here with a regular. This is a regular common canyon. There is another common canyon. We're going to go desert now. Oh, and we got our first magical plot. So this is common, magical, death magic. That is kind of a cool looking plot. It actually changed the color quite a lot to this one, it feels like to me, adding in all that purple. So you can see how that magic is going to give us some good stuff. Ooh, we have an epic there. Let's go ahead and flip this one first. So we got another magical. So 2 magics pretty early. This one is magic common on desert. I am hoping at least some of my magical end up somewhere else. So let's see what this epic is. So we got an epic desert, but it is natural. Okay, so we got a few more of those to come. Got another common desert. We got another common desert. A common desert. As you can see, I'm getting a lot of deserts. Let's see, oh, we got another epic. Let's see what we get this time. Epic and magical, baby. Yeah. That's a pretty good pull. That's a pretty good pull. So we got an epic card and it pulled one of my magicals. That's a lot better. So feeling good about that one. I also have 2 death magics now. So I'll be able to get a good amount of hopefully death magic going on. Let's see what here. We're going back to the desert. And back to the desert for some commons. Back to the desert for commons. And it's kind of funny because you might think like, oh man, look at all these commons that are just natural. I actually would prefer that a lot of my commons are just natural because I want that magical on other plots. Interesting, I have not pulled a rare yet, so apparently those are going to be coming later on because I should get at least 20 rares. There's 2 more commons. Oh, this one is glowing blue. I think this is our first rare. We also haven't got an occupied. And we just got a regular here, rare natural, rare desert. I have to double check what's good on the desert to see which teams I'm going to need a lot of, right? There's a desert common. Okay, so here's another rare coming in. And we got another rare desert. This is another natural. Those aren't bad at all. Oh, we got another magical, another death magic on a common. So that's 4 magical. Then we got a desert common. Oh, that is So this could be a keep. This could be a castle, or this could be my first legendary piece of land, right? All right. This is kind of scary, guys. What's it going to be? It's shaking. It's shaking. It is a regular legendary desert. All right, so we'll have to see. We'll have to see there. That's not terrible, right? Legendary is legendary. We got our one. We'll see if we get one more. We got a rare desert. Oh, man, lots of desert. Oh, an occupied desert, but common. So our first occupied landed on a common. Man, it was, you know, we couldn't. Can I move these monsters to this one? All right, we got. Let's see. We'll do this common one first. This is a common desert. We have a rare here. That's a rare desert. We still. Oh. Okay. So this is either. This is my keep or my castle, or I beat the odds. So we'll hit this one first. Oh, desert occupied common. So that's a little bit. Ugh. So this one is either a keep, it could still be a castle, or it's a land. Now, if I want to have beat the odds, I need it to be some kind of land. Whereas if it's a keep or a castle, I'm still on the minimum odds at this point. Let's see what it is. Let's see what it is. Let's see what it is. It is a kingdom keep. All right, so we got a keep in this one. We still have one more chance at that castle, but that means that the castle is in one of the 3 tracts that are left. And Mr. Sinister and Plato just got that much closer to being the castle owner in our region if I don't have it. All right, so we got a common. We're still all over the desert here at this point. We pulled a rare desert up there. Oh, we got another death magic. So lots of death magic for me. Oh, you know, I'm happy with a desert keep. You know, no problem. It looks cool. You got to love it. They're all going to be mythic, so they're all going to have this cool gold back border for keeps. And I knew I was going to own one keep no matter what. So, hey, hopefully that's my one keep. Maybe I'm going to own 2 keeps. We'll have to see. There's some more common deserts. Oh, we're finally reaching some other lands, so I think we'll be done with the deserts for now. Oh, wait, we had one more over here, so it's going left to right. We got our first caldera. It is common. Let's see here. There's another caldera. There's another caldera. There's another caldera. All common so far. There's another one. Common. Oh, and now we hit the plains. And as we hit the plains, we get another epic. Now, we did get a magical epic. Can we do that again? Occupied would be cool, but normal. I'm not really expecting another occupied unless I got lucky. All right, we got a swamp there. We got a rare here, so that's rare natural. We got a swamp common, swamp common. All right, we got a rare swamp. All right. Oh, we got a swamp magical death again. So lots of magical death through here. That's a common though. Oh, we got a swamp, another common, but this time we got water magic. That's my first water magic. Another swamp, a rare swamp. Ooh, a rare occupied. And that is a 4th, I think. So that's pretty cool. Is it a 4th or a 3rd? Oh, and another magic. So that's an earth common. This is kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. So we got 2 common swamps there. Oh, we got a Badland rare fire magic card. That is pretty cool. So my first Badlands was rare and fire magic. And that actually looks pretty damn cool. And then we got a Badlands with water magic as well. Oh, it's another rare occupied. That is pretty crazy. Another rare fire magic. I haven't been counting those. We'll check how I did. We got, okay, there's a regular rare. There, we got a Badlands. All right, here's a couple common Badlands. Okay, we got a rare there, so we'll flip the common first. And it is a rare Badlands. Ooh, we got our first bog. It is a common, followed up by a rare bog. Our first river. So we did expect to get a few rivers. There's a rare river. There's another common river. There's another river. Another river. Another common river. So we got a couple more common rivers to go. Oh, we got a rare there. That's just a regular rare. Are we reaching the bottom here? Not quite yet. Ooh, double rares. River and river. So lots of rare rivers. Some common rivers. There's double rare again. River. River. I keep hoping for one of those rares to turn magical. Oh, okay, we have another epic. I felt like I was due for another epic. This one is a tundra. So it's a normal tundra epic, a normal tundra rare, and a rare mountain. I think that's my only mountain in the whole set. So we went chalk on legendaries. We'll double check if we went over on rares or magical, but we definitely, I think, got at least one extra occupied. So we'll go back and we'll go to view plots. No, wait, this isn't how we want to do it. We want to go back to here. Okay, so we claimed this track here. And okay, so we'll go to track 3 and we'll go to land type and we'll go to magical. So how many magicals did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So magical, we were chalk. That was our minimum that we could get. Let's see here. For occupied, though, we got 4. So we got 1 extra, and 2 of these are rare. So we have occupied rare there, occupied common here, occupied rare there, and occupied common right there. So that's not bad at all. If you're going to get an extra occupied and 2 of your occupied are rare, that's not a bad pull. And then for the kingdom, we got a keep, right? So we got a keep. That means that there is either a castle here, here, or here. Because those are the only 3 that have not been surveyed yet. When it comes to rarities, let's see how we did on rarities. We know epic was chalk. Epic was chalk too. We got 4. But one of the epics was magical, right? We got an epic tundra, an epic plain. We got an epic desert. And then we got an epic desert that is magic. So one epic magic. So that's not bad at all. That means we got at least one of our epics to turn magic. We got a couple of our rares to turn occupied. That is all pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with this tract. If I'm going to pull, if I'm only going to get 4 epics and one of them's magical, that's pretty amazing. And on the rares, did we get any extras? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we did get 1 extra rare over the minimum because the minimum is 20. That means we have 1 less common than other tracks that got, minimum down the board. But we didn't get super lucky and get like a lot of extra ones. But we do have 2 occupied in the rare, so that's pretty cool. And then there's all the common stuff. When we go down to the geography really quickly of this one, so we got Badlands down in that area. We got a couple bogs. We got a couple calderas. We got a couple canyons. We got a lot of desert. No forest. So I'm going to have to be buying my wood. No jungle. I got lakes, didn't I? Oh, no, I got rivers. We got 1 mountain, which is kind of funny. That must have just been one of these ones that got lucky and became a mountain on the low end. We got 3 plains. Then we got the rivers through the water area, which makes sense. We got some swamps up in this area where I said it was kind of, swampy. We got no hills. And we got a couple tundras. I'm going to have to admit, for a track there, guys. Birds, bees, and trees. You think that Plato has the castle upper east? You might be right. We'll see. I want the castle to be like right here in the middle of these cracks or something. But you don't know what's going to happen. But birds, bees, and trees, you definitely could be right. I tried to look on the Mav server, but on the Mav server, at least right now, they didn't claim this high. So there isn't there wasn't any way to check which one of them had the castle to see if maybe, because I was wondering like maybe the location of the castle might move around, but did they stay in the same tracks as anybody else? Oh, Upper West. Well, that's already claimed by somebody. If you mean up here, this is all claimed and there's no castle. So the castle has to be here, here, or here, because no one's found our castle, and those are the only 3 tracks that are left. So it's either here or it's here, which this one I could see. This is a pretty good looking tract as far as like having all the green land. It has definitely some mountains here, and then it's got some rivers up in the middle. But I'm pretty happy. I mean, look at that. I got 10 out of the 14 land types in a tract. That's kind of nice because it means that like I should be able to put a lot of my best monsters from the different teams on a lot of this land, and then just have to do some bartering and some trading to get some extra guys for the desert. But let's get into surveying the other tract, right? That's what we came here to do. So we'll go here and we will hit it's tract 3. I wanted to do 7 first because 3 is my favorite number. So let's see if 3 is lucky. Does shift clicking work? It does. Thank you, Ron, for yelling at me earlier for taking extra time. All right, so shift click. Ooh, look at all that grain we have and some time crystals. Okay, so now, why is the survey button not... Did I accidentally click on something that wasn't mine? Oh wait, never mind. These ones are already... These are the ones I already surveyed. Duh, I actually already did 3. I meant to do 3 first, but why is track 7 saying no deeds found? Track 7. What is going on? Track 3, what am I doing? Alright, let's back out. I must be doing something weird. I have something on. Oh, the geographies. I have the geographies on. That's what's wrong. Sometimes you gotta laugh at me, guys. There. Now they showed back up. I had to take the geographies off because we don't know what the geographies are. So we'll go track 7. We'll go list mode, and now they'll show up. Okay, so maybe 7 is a lucky number. We're gonna find out. Now, I know if Tails isn't here, he was, wondering what was gonna happen, because if I don't get it, it's either him or Plato, and one of those two. So if I'm a double keep owner, which I'll be okay with, if I don't get the castle right now, then one of them are going to get it, and I'm going to be pretty excited to see which one does. I don't know if I'd be pulling for Tails or Plato. They're both, good members of the community, but wait, it doesn't say quantity 200. What happened here? How did I pick too many? Oh, you know what's probably wrong? Somehow I'm still collecting. Oh man, can I not unclick? Oh wait, let's refresh. I think because I shift clicked it everything else. Track 7. So quantity 1. There we go. Since I shift clicked it the other region, it was still there, and I don't know if there was a quick way to unshift click. So there we go. 100. Okay. Now we are doing building, and we are doing deck B. We are doing building in a box on these ones, but I don't have enough time crystals to do on all of them, so we're just going to do time crystals on a few of them. We're going to click this one, this one, this one. I'm going to go up to, I'm going to click 6 more, just randomly. That one, it doesn't really matter. That one, that one, that one, that one. Was that 6? Let's go see. I'm looking for 1.1 million. Nope, one more. That one. So we're going to send 1.1 million DECB. This will leave me with about 200,000 DECB. That's mostly going to be used possibly later in the game for guild buildings if that comes around. Or it's a good way to buy energy, right guys? All right. This got my buildings in a box. They're all on there. Let's go ahead and confirm. Time crystals, birds, bees, and trees will let me skip ahead. So like if you need to clear a plot of land and it says this cloud of land will take 1 day. You can instead burn time crystals, and now it is burnt. It is immediately. So, yeah, and right, Phantom, that was the right move, right? Save about 200k DECB because I might want to buy extra energy occasionally, and then we go. Okay, time to go. We'll try to go through these ones a little bit quicker. So we got those common deserts. Lots of deserts. I knew, we're getting one of our legendaries quite early. So this could be legendary land. This could be a keep, and then all the pressure would be on Tails and Plato to see who has the castle, or it could be castle time. So let's see what it is, guys. It's shaking. It's shaking. It's shaking. It's just a legendary desert. So the bad part or good part, both my legendaries turned out to just be plain natural. But I could still beat the odds and get at least one more legendary. So let's hope. We do, and we still will have a very interesting claim of one more glowing one that is either my keep or possibly the castle. And we got another epic desert. So I'm going to have a lot of deserts that are pretty good with 2 legendaries and some epics. So whatever desert can produce, it looks like that's going to be the main thing that's going to be my focus to really max out on. All right, we're going to pull in our first rare here. All right, we're through, the first couple, and we pulled our legendary. You can only buy time crystals with DECB now. Later on, King Corey, time crystals are going to be sellable from Splinterlands. I forget how much they're going to cost. And players who bought them now will have the opportunity to sell them to other players. But you will always be able to buy them, so you can skip ahead if you spend money. All right, let's go ahead and get through these. Oh, we got our first magical. First magical is a common desert. Death magic again. So I don't know if death magic is common in the desert or if I'm just getting kind of lucky. It would seem like death magic would belong in the bogs. That's just a regular desert on that rare. Okay, we got a double rare here. Come on, one of you be magical. One of you be magical. Nope, both regular deserts. Okay, we got a couple commons here. It's kind of funny. It's like when it's common, I don't... Uh-oh. So is it keep time? Guaranteeing a castle for one of the other 2 members of my wonderful region? Or is it castle time? All right, guys. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Or is it double legendary land? It is a keep. So both my keeps are in the desert. Both of them are mythical, but I did not get the castle. A little bit of disappointment, obviously. But the owner of the castle will be one of the guys that I like very much in this game, so I don't have a problem. Let's go ahead and go on. Now we are hoping at this point we still have a lot of lands to flip that and we haven't seen any occupied yet. That maybe we get a nice occupied, or we get one more of these to glow yellow. Nobody in our region has gotten 2 legendaries. So I wouldn't mind to be the first to do that when flipping over a tract, because it is possible, according to the Splinterlands. All right, we got a couple double rares here. We haven't had an occupied yet, so I'd take another rare occupied. Got a desert there, a desert there. Lots of rare deserts. No, I don't have a region, birds, bees, and trees. No, this is it for me in land. Still in deserts here, so 2 common deserts. All right, we got a rare. All right, we're hoping for magic or occupied. Nope, just a regular desert. But lots of rare deserts. We're still. Oh, there's our first occupied. It's on a common, so that's a little bit of a bummer. I thought Baby Omega got 3 legendaries in 100 pulls. So if he got 4, then man, he stole all the luck. That's pretty amazing. Okay, so we got 2 more commons there. Oh, we got an epic coming up. All right, we got a rare desert, and we got an epic desert. Another rare desert. Another common magical desert. The common magicals are interesting. There is a rare magical. All right. I wanted to at least pull one more of those. There's another. Wow, when am I gonna get out of deserts? There's another. Okay, so deserts must do death magic a lot, right? Because look at, like, it's almost always death magic. All right. I'm trying to get out of the desert here, guys. Ooh, another rare magical. Fire this time. And that one looks pretty cool. That looks different than my last fire one. You got the lava coming through all the rocks. Oh, and rare occupied again. Yeah, now we're hitting some luck. Another rare magical, this time green, as we got into the rivers. So we finished off the desert with a rare magical and a rare occupied. Not a bad way. There's a common river, so we're going to do rivers for a little bit now. There's common river, common river, common river. So this will be a rare river that is magical. There we go. We got another rare magical. I'm liking it. Those commons were all normal. We got a rare right here. Okay, that's a regular rare river. We're hitting those river plots. Okay, double magic. Let's do one of them magical. One of them magical. Yes! One of them was magical! Let's see here. You know what, Yummy Tea? The price of land is moving kind of crazy. So we'll have to see. You know, it's going up and down. I'm not going to sell any of my common land at these prices. I think some people are playing some games to get out of it. Okay, so we've reached the Badlands. This could be a river, though. Ooh, there's a fire Badland. That's on a common. Ooh, so we're going to get an epic Badlands, it looks like. Is this going to be anything special? Oh, just regular epic Badlands. Ooh, there's a one off on the magic. So we got another common magic death. All right, we got a couple commons right here. Got a couple more commons here. Okay, so we've hit the swamps. All right, so far our swamps are all common. Oh, and so all my swamps are common. Those will probably be producing grain. Let's see here. So these ones are tundras. Oh, no, just one tundra again. So one common tundra, and then we went into the plains. So now we're getting some common plains. Ooh, an epic. Ooh, I clicked on that like so quickly. Didn't hype it up, and it ended up just being a regular epic. Oh, we got another occupied. This one is in a caldera, but it is common. We got a common mountain, and our last two are commons. We'll take another mountain and another mountain, and we are all done. We'll go break down that one, though, really quickly to see how I did. Woo! Guys, I have to admit, it's like, it's like, wow. It's so interesting to open those, and the way your heart gets beating a little bit, so. All right, so. Tract 7, and we want to go to this view here. So let's go to rarity first. So for rares, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we didn't get an extra rare this time. On epics, we did not get an extra epic, and I think all of our epics were just regular natural this time. So natural, 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 and natural. Yeah, so nothing crazy on the epics. And our legendary plots, we only got one. So, you know, a little bit bummed. I went minimum on legendary, minimum on epics, minimum on rares with just one extra rare on my 200 plots. So, you know, streamer luck did not click in there. One of my epics did turn magical, and that's probably outside of my keeps my most valuable one. Still, though, you know, the minimums were there, so I didn't get screwed and get anything lower than that. My occupieds, though, if we go out of rarity and we go to land type, we only got 3 this time, but we got 1 rare, and I think 2 common. So common, common, and 1 rare. So that's not bad. 3 occupied rares are also pretty good pulls. An epic or a legendary would have been better, but still not bad. I do have 7 occupied, so at least I got 1 extra occupied. On Magic, I own 24, so I went totally. Let's go ahead and put track 3 in. Let's see. So I have a decent amount of death. I don't have any dragon or any life. I do have a couple earth. I do have a couple water. And I do have some fire. And then if I do magical, rare, we pulled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those in this tract, so that was good. But only 1 over here. So that's not bad. The rest of them are gonna be and I got 1 epic magical, no legendary, and a bunch of commons. So that is it. That is definitely it. It's an interesting pool. Now, if we take away track 3, let's go look at our geography breakdown. Geography. So I know we have Badlands. Pretty little stack. No bogs this time. 1 caldera. No canyons. A lot of desert. We got no forest again. No jungle. No lake. Couple mountains down in the corner. Couple plains. Good amount of river. Couple swamps. No hills, right? And 1 tundra. 1 tundra right there. So we hit 8 on this one. I don't think I have any forests, any jungles at all, or any lakes, or any hills, which is interesting. Because I did think some of my land was kind of hilly. But, you know, that is okay. Man, I bet you Sinister is like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god now. Because either he has the castle here, or Plato has it over here. Which is pretty wild to think. Well, we can go to peak monsters. First, let's go ahead and go over here. So, deserts, I need fire monsters and dragons. That's not bad, actually, because I do have a decent collection of good dragons and a decent level collection of fire. I don't have any forest or hills or jungles, which is the life team and the earth team. So I might be looking to sell most of my earth cards because I don't have anything that they're good on except for, well, no, they're good on the plains. So I'll have to stake up my plains with life monsters, and then if I have extras, I'll have to sell them and pick up more fire, probably, because they'll be cheaper than the dragon cards. And then earth, I don't really need for much because I don't have a lake. Oh, the earth cards can go on my rivers because I do have some rivers. Water can go on the river as well. And then death cards can go on all those badlands and bogs. So actually, I got a pretty good chance to put a lot of stuff. So that's pretty good. Here, I'll find this and I'll show you guys where I was at. So if I go to my sheets, and I'm doing this on the other screen, and then I'll bring it over in just a second. So I'm open. Cards for land. All right, then we'll bring this over here. So this is my collection of cards for land, as you can see. So legendary maxed cards for fire, I had 5. Water, I had 5. Earth, I had 6. Life, I had 7. Death, I had 6. Dragon, I had 5. Neutral, I had 5. So I'm leaning towards selling the neutrals and trying to pick up more, at this point, fires. Because fires, I'm pretty low at only 5. But these are just max legendary cards. Overall, you know, I have 90 fire cards, 108 water, 105 in the earth section, 97 in the life section. You know, life was my weakest one, but I don't need that many life monsters, so I don't need to go pick them up. Death was pretty high. Dragon, I only had 54. Neutral, I have 82. And it's interesting to think if maybe some of these max rares and epics and legendaries, if I don't want to just go sell them and see if I can pick up more either dragon or fire cards for all those deserts that I have to work. Sorry, let me get the chat back up. Yeah, the castles are expensive, so I'm not gonna lie, Yummy Tea, I would have loved to get the castle, but it wasn't meant to be. You know, just wasn't mine. It's somebody else's. But I do have a couple keeps, so we can go over here to Peak Monsters, and we can get an idea of. We can go to buy land. Okay, so. I guess a mythic card. So the cheapest is this sorted by price? Kingdom Wood, Crypto Eater. This is a, where's it say what this is? Jungle Mythic, Kingdom Wood, Resources Wood. Keep. Oh, keep right there. I'm sorry. So this is a keep. The cheapest keep is $3,088. So that's not bad. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and look at legendary lands. The cheapest ones are $1,400 and then $4,000. And the cheapest one is Crypto Eater here by himself trying to offload a Caldera that only is like regular. My two legendaries ended up being regulars. So I didn't get anything special there. So we'll have to see their value. I don't know, you know, what this is. The keeps and the castles, the main difference between keeps and castles is castles tax the entire region. Keeps tax the tract. And that's all we know at this point. We don't know what the other things will be. We'll have to wait until 2.0 comes out. They haven't given out that much information. So, play to land on Earth. You can stake up to 5 cards on a land, but if you use a Rooney, you can stake 6. And if you use a Rooney, you don't have to stake the 50k DEC that you would normally stake to the land. You get to stake those monsters for free. So that's kind of cool. Hey, what's going on, Art? No. This is Legendary Land, JB Saints. We're on Legendary. Now, if we go to Epic, right? Epic lands are about $289 if they're just normal. I do have an Epic Magical, so let me see if I can find. You can't pick Magic, though, so I think what you have to do is do Magical. So the cheapest Epic Magical for sale here is by Wiz, and he wants $2,000 for it. After that one, there are some people trying to sell some Epic Magicals for $10,000. So the floor is very, very thin. One at $2,000, and then it goes all the way up to 10. My Roonies will go on Virus, so I have 5 Roonies. If I go back here, and I do both my tracks, so we're going to do Epic, we're going to do Legendary, so definitely the keeps in the castle, the 2 keeps will get Roonies probably. I'm debating that. But I think because I have 5, I will do it. And also because my epics are kind of regular. Oh, I can already choose Occupied and Magical. Oh, do you mean on Peak Monsters, maybe? Oh, okay, reload Peak. If I go back over there, I'll do that. So like definitely. So I have an epic magical, right? So this one will get a Rooney. My two. So that's one of my Roonies, and then the other Roonies will go into the keeps, and then after that, it'll probably go to the I don't know, Virus. That's when like, what is your opinion? You're not you're a pretty smart guy. So I have two Roonies left after my epic magic and my keeps. Do I put them on epic land because epic land gets such a big bonus, or do I throw them onto some of my rare occupied or my rare magical? I'm kind of leaning towards rare magical because I kind of want to get kind of big numbers going on the research of Pretoria. And I don't know. I don't say that I want to focus research. Like definitely my occupied ones are gonna farm SPS, but you know, I have a pretty big bag of SPS. Not that I don't want more. It doesn't have to be my focus. I think I definitely am gonna make sure all my magical ones have magic, are maxed out, and go for secret, because I think secret will be in the end. Yeah, I got legendary grain. Though legendary plots can look for more than just grain. In 1.5 at least. Like if I wanted to, I'm pretty sure I can farm resource on them. But since I have one legendary, I'll probably have one legendary get grain because it'll just help me get a lot of extra grain. Yeah, it makes sense. Because let me look at those really quick. If I go to not here, take that off. Outland type rarity. Take away the epics. It's too bad. They should add a filter for mythic so I don't have to look at the keeps. So this one's a keep. So this one is legendary natural desert. So deserts, what do deserts produce again, guys? They don't produce grain naturally. I think on Peak Monsters it'll tell us. Let's find a desert. Stone. So actually I got legendary stone. And my other one, I think it's a desert too. Keep. Click off. This one, legendary natural desert. Yeah, so I actually got legendary stone. Now, during the 1.5, I can't make stone, so I'm gonna be doing what do you call it? Grain probably on these, theoretically, just because then I probably on all my rare magicals I can do research and have the other ones. So I'm gonna theoretically, if I look at my land, because I have so much desert between the two, and I have so much desert between the two, I'm gonna focus on stone. And so something I may do, and I'll have to talk to Sinister and the other guys and say, like, hey, since I'm going to be, mostly a stone producer, that means that, like, once we're in 2.0, I'm going to try to have all these ones producing stone, and I'm going to try to produce grain on the other ones. So, like, I'm going to try to be one of, like, the big producers of stone, and then and then the other lands that I have become grain, right? Because like there's no reason for me if we go over here to Peak Monsters, wrong tab, this one, where's a mountain? Badlands are stone. Are mountains stone too? No, mountains are ore. So see, like I only have, if you look at my land, and this is something I was talking to people before, I have 4 mountains. Is there any reason for me to try to make ore? No, these will probably all be grain producers later on in the game. And then the same thing for like tundra. I only have 3. So am I going to try to make snow or ice or whatever tundra makes? No, they're gonna be farms. And then the swamps, The swamps are interesting. I have enough swamps to maybe produce in them, but since I have a good amount of death monsters, I'm probably going to keep the swamps. Rivers, this is interesting because I do have a lot of rivers, but in general, our whole thing doesn't have a lot of water, so it's kind of interesting. Yeah, I mean, if you can only afford one common land, I still think it might be interesting to do if you are not, like, as long as like $80 to $100 isn't much money for you. You do have 5 maxed out monsters you're willing to put on the land, and you want to take part in the research phase. I don't think it's worth it to buy it if you just want to try to farm some SPS or play the grain selling game. That is too speculative for me. And if that's a lot of money to you, you shouldn't do it. But you could buy like one regular land. You don't even have to get common magical. And then you could go into research, and it wouldn't make you a return anytime soon. But when your research, when your territory gets far enough into and figures out the secret of Pretoria, you're going to get some kind of airdrop from the team of something. We don't know what that is, but it could be something very, very cool. What if it's like the very first spell card or the very first equipment card of the game is airdropped out to the people who do the most researching? I don't know. I would err towards that. If you wanted to just make SPS for $70 or $80, there's other ways to do that. One of the most efficient ways at this point might just be to buy and stake SPS, because you're going to make a 40% return still just staking SPS, guys. So that would mean that land... Oh, no, I'm sorry. 23%. So land has to make you... for some reason, I thought this was 40. You know what's 40 is the liquidity pools. Some of the liquidity pools are 40, but like the safest thing, if you believe in the game and you believe where it's going, would just be to be at $70 into SPS, stake it. It's going to give you 23% APR. It's going to give you governance voting powers, and you won't have to manage land or anything. You just come in once a day and you click your staking rewards, and you even get vouchers.